Children, in previous video we have understood types of mechanical energy, means two forms of mechanical energy, that is potential energy and kinetic energy. Kinetic energy you have understood. Now understand potential energy. What is potential energy, children? The energy of a body at a rest is called the potential energy. The energy of a body at rest is called a potential energy. Potential energy of a body is the energy possessed by its due to its state of rest or position. State of rest or position, that is potential energy. Or potential energy is also known as stored energy. When the energy is stored, when any object will be at rest, okay, so that is also known as stored energy. Actually, it is in the work spent in bringing the body to the state of rest or a position. And we know potential energy that is denoted as a U, or you can write as a U. Some examples see here. A wound up watch spring has the potential energy because of wound up state of its coil. As the spring unwind itself, it does work to move the arms of the watch. See this example. A compressed spring has the potential energy because of its compressed state. Okay, when you will compress this spring, okay, this ball, and this spring, when you will release the spring, what you will observe, children? It will suddenly falls the ball. This ball keep here and just compress the spring. When you will suddenly leave the spring, it will be move back and it will throw the ball. Now you can see this picture. This is a ball. Ball flies away. So in this position, this is stored energy. It shows potential energy. When you will remove your hand, it will be in motion. That is a kinetic energy. It will the ball will come in a motion. That is kinetic energy. Okay. One more example, see here. This catapult has a potential energy, that's stretched rubber. Actually, when a spring is compressed or wound, some work is done on the spring which is stored in it in the form of potential energy. Like that, in this also, a stretched rubber band has the potential energy until you will not throw it. A stretched rubber band has a potential energy. It does work in restoring itself to its original state. Okay, a pebble placed on a stretched rubber catapult is thrown away when it is released to restore its original state. When you will released, it will throw a stone far away. This pebble thrown away. So stored energy, until you will not throw it, it will be in stored position. Stored energy, that is potential. When you will release, potential energy will convert into kinetic energy, and this stone will come in motion. Okay. So this is a example. One more example, see here. A stone placed at a height here, okay, has a potential energy stored in it. Suppose assume this pen is a stone, or if you have at home nearby stone or rubber, anything, just you can do this activity and understand practically. Suppose this is a stone placed at some height, okay. When this will placed here, suppose this is your roof. When you will until this pen will not thrown down, it will be in stored position, children. Okay, all the energy is stored here. When you will throw this pen from your roof, it will come down, then it will come in motion. This pen will come in motion. So that is potential energy converted into a motion. Like that, here example given. Stone placed at a height has a potential energy stored in it. The stone has this energy because of its position at a height. Okay, so the stone is dropped on a nail fixed on a piece of wood. It drives the nail into the wood. Okay, it will go into the wood. Then this will throw up ahead of the nail like that. Okay, it will go into the wood. So this falling stone drives the nail into the wood, means potential energy converted into kinetic energy. Clear, children? I hope it is clear to you. This is the example of catapult. This is stretched position. Until you stretched, that is the potential energy. When you will release the catapult, the stone, the pebble thrown far away. Okay, this one more example you can see here, children. This picture, pulley picture. Falling stone, when reaches a pan attached at one end of a pulley, lifts up a weight of its other end because of its potential energy. This weight moving up. This is a pulley, falling stone, initial position of stone, and this is final position. When you will this weight the other end, you attach one end pulley, lifts up a weight. It will lifts up weight. Weight will move up like that. Okay, this is also example of potential energy. So factor, understand, factor affecting the potential energy of a body placed at a height, mass of the body and height above the ground. This is a main factor. The mass of the body and a height above the ground. Okay, greater the mass of the body, greater is the potential energy, and its height above the ground, higher the height of the body, greater is the potential energy. जितना height ज़्यादा होगा उतना ज़्यादा potential energy. So greater is the height of the body, greater is its potential energy. These two factors remember, children. And kinetic energy already understood. This is one of the example of, this is the one boy striking the window pane. Until he will not throw the stone, he keep in hand one stone, that is stored energy. When he will throw and strike the window pane, that stone will come in motion and it will break the window pane. So this will come in motion, means it is a fast moving stone, has a kinetic energy. So fast moving stone breaks the window pane due to its kinetic energy. Okay, so already I have explained the factors of kinetic energy. It depends on mass of the body. Greater the mass of the body, higher is the kinetic energy. Speed of the body, more the speed of the body, higher its kinetic energy. Okay, now see some conversion of potential energy into kinetic energy. How you will convert the potential into kinetic? Already given many examples. Okay, at a stone at a height has a potential energy due to its lifted or a raised position. When the stone is dropped from that position, it begins to fall, and the falling stone has a kinetic energy. So thus the potential energy stored in its in the stone in its raised position and changes into the kinetic position, kinetic energy when the stone is falling. Okay, already gave you one practical example that kinetic energy does work on the nail, as a stone strike the nail and makes the nail to move into the wood. That is also example, children. Now see this figure. This watch, a wound up watch spring, has a potential energy because it's wound up state. As the spring unwinds itself, the potential energy changes into kinetic energy. Okay, so the kinetic energy does the work in moving the arms of the watch. This moving the arms of the watch. When a spring unwinds, potential energy changes into the kinetic energy to move the arms of the watch. So this is the conversion of potential into kinetic. Clear, children? So come revise up to here. Next day, forms of energy will understand.